After winning a MAC regular season championship in 2022, the Bonnie's men's lacrosse program joined the Atlantic 10 in 2023. They are now looking to build a foundation for success in years going forward.
Yeah, we're real enthused. We're really excited. We like our group, for us coming into this year. And as we've kind of reflect back on the 6 years, we've had some ups. Then we've had some downs, and what we're really trying to do is just continue to build on the foundation of the 6 years of guys, previous. Continue to build up on our culture. Provide our guys with more and more opportunity and more resources. To be honest with you, really, focusing in on how every day we can just be better as coaches, as student athletes, and. It's a pretty exciting time for Bonnie's men's lacrosse. It's a great mixture of veteran and youth. With veteran, they provide the leadership. They've been there before. They know the rotations. They know the calls. And then what the freshmen and the younger guys, bring in, the redshirt freshmen, they bring that enthusiasm and that vigor and, hey, wanting to get out on the field. As a group, we really like it.
Since last spring, the Bonnies have added 16 new players to their roster. There's hope that some of these 16 players can contribute immediately. Even with the new players, the Bonnies have scoring production returning. Their top 7 scorers returned for the spring.
I look at midfield and attack as kind of like a whole general offensive kind of concept. We feel like we have all the pieces of the puzzle, so to speak. Now we got to figure out what's the puzzle look like, and how do we put it together. We have an attack unit that we feel can own their matchup in occasions, which makes it difficult for a defense to play. So we're going to utilize you for the benefit of our team, right? Because everything's all team first. They're all capable of playing, but when you go through a 16-game schedule, you have to be ready and build that secondary unit, because it's always got to be the next man up. And hopefully, we're able to have some success. Our freshman group is great. We brought in a transfer and 15 freshmen. They have the dream. They have the dream to play in the NLL or the PLL, and we feel like we've brought in, guys that have the opportunity to play as a freshman. Like, they all want to get out on the field, and that's that youthful energy that you're looking for. And they're hungry, and they want to play, and they want to help, continue to build on the foundation of the previous 6 years and try to see if we can have success, in 2025.
Recently, the Bonnies have hired Brett Vito as an assistant coach. Vito, who is a 2022 Bonaventure graduate, played in the NLL and has professional experience to bring to the table.
What Brett kind of brings is he's been here. He's a Bonnie. He knows the facilities, he knows the people. He brings a ton of energy to the team, knowing what can happen if you have a dream and you work hard enough to try to achieve it. Himself actually, spending a year in Georgia for the Georgia Swarm and a year in Halifax in the NLL. And again, a lot of our guys are trying to reach that pinnacle. He knows the pathway to get there. Excited to have Brett, back on board. He's a Bonnie forever, and so far for the first week and a half, he's doing a phenomenal job.
The Bonnies will have 8 home games this spring. That is the most in program history. For those following the lacrosse team, they should expect to see a team with elite characteristics.
And so I feel like you're going to see a team that's gritty, that's hungry, that has a lot of assets in all facets of the game. Goaltending, face-offs, close D, LSMs, our rope unit, the midfield, the two-way guys, the attack group. We feel we have a lot of pieces of the puzzle, and I think you're going to see a team that's going to play with heart, and they're going to play together.